we're back, and it is the transport phase. We load transports, and it says there, as you can see, in initiative order, which means yellow, being number one, will be able to go first. All right, the first things you have an option to do is use knight to carry one resource. So I can carry caravans, ships, many resources as you want, no limit. Knights can only carry one, but he's on his own. He's got a long way to go. All right, there's pros and cons of each thing too. Okay, over here on your board, if you use a knight to carry him, you got to take one of your knights away. Now at the end of the phase, after end of phase 3, or before you start all the phases again, I believe you get victory points for having knights in your castles in the Holy Land. So if you take a knight out to go do something, to go wandering, you ain't going to get victory points for them. And another thing is too, any knight or any one of these seals you have roaming around on the board, you got to pay tax for them. It means at the end of the phase, you better have coins here or anywhere around the board and under your domains to pay for them. 1 coin maintenance per counter. So, green, you ain't gonna have nobody out there. You better not have everybody wandering, else you're just gonna lose them. So that's strategy you have to think of on that one here too. So, caravans. Another thing is you have to have the resources here to actually transport. You can't have them up here in your scroll. That's one thing you can't do. Remember, the scroll is just a holding spot till the end of the turn. So, by all rights, nobody's got anything to transport. So, phase 4 transports on your first turn probably won't happen. Won't happen. All right. After you do all that, like I said, you could send these guys out there. Excuse me. With these caravans, they have an intrinsic defense value, but if you put knights with them, that helps with their protection. As you can see, with all those bandits and pirates we put out there, you're gonna need it. To put them on its own, it's a good. Put them out there without any protection, it's a good way to get them lost. Like I said, pirates are at a premium, or pirates, knights are at a premium. There ain't many to go around, especially earlier in the game. So, load knights with your caravans and your ships. Next phase is move transports. The knights will move first, and in initiative order. So the initiative player will move his knights, second player move his, and then so on. When they're done moving their knights in initiative order, the caravans will move. All right. Caravans will move in priority of their number of transport cards. We'll get to that later. Ships and stuff to move too. So after that, after you load, you move, and then you unload. But none of that's happening right now. So we will proceed. All right. Now also on this transports, we had a couple of these extra action cards, but like I said, I don't think they're coming into. There ain't no transports, ain't no reason for using them, so we'll be skipping that. That's just here early in the game. Phase 4, transports. Over here to phase 5. Now this is resources. This is where you kind of clean up everything. All right, collect the reward. Each player takes any resources in a parchment area of his or her player sheet, places in the buildings on their sheet. So we will go to player 1. Take his stuff out of his parchment. You can see here now that he's going to be over the 6 thing limit, but that'll come later under organization. So you don't lose him yet. Okay, this player here, he's got coins and resources. Coins and resources. And old Green's just got resources. Now when you get relics, you'll be moving your relics from your parchment area onto your little chapel. You like to display them in your chapel. All right, that is collect rewards. Now this next part here is kind of interesting. It's called exploration. And again, in initiative order, each player may send knights to explore cities. Now this is where if you have them on the board, you got to be able to pay for them. So, and then this is over and above earlier when you could send your knights out with resources. That's using your knights as a transport. This is using your knight just to go out and explore these cities, because these cities got rewards. These could be either knights, what's called novices, or knights in waiting, gold, or even I think there's some relics up here somewhere around, floating around Europe too. So that's the deal there. Now we'll go ahead and in initiative order. I'll say we'll give it a 5 and a 6. You send out a knight. We'll go here with yellow. Nope, he doesn't send a knight out. 2 blue. Blue sends a knight out. Okay, so what you'll do here is you'll grab a knight counter and a seal. You can see all these seals are different too. Let's zoom in. There you go. I got some writing on there. But grab a knight and a seal. Like I said, all this card, everything on this card represents holdings in a holy land. So we'll come out here in this little territory here. You see the border here. That comes out past the Suez, past the Nile River Delta to here. So this is one territory. It's got Saracens in it too, but I don't know how you want to do this. You could put the seal up first and a knight on the bottom. I'll put the knight on top of the seal because you can always kind of see the blues underneath it. So blue is sending a knight out. Okay, number 3. Whoop. Oh, it'd help if you hit that hole. Up, he won't do it. And number 4, red. Red will send a knight out. So grab a knight and a red counter. Like I said, these guys get to pay tax for this. Fortunately, I think I see they all got piles of gold, so that'll work. Okay, that'll be the end of that phase. These guys can't move yet. They're just out there. They start there in the Holy Land. Now, organization. In initiative order, each player may reorganize his or her reserves and buildings he or she controls and has seals on the game board. Okay. I'm going to do some reorganization here. I'll just show you what's going on here. Now, I can't do nothing with this resource, but I can get rid of some of this change because I only got room for 6 spots. So, if for some reason I can't change all this, whatever's left over, I got to get rid of. So, get the camera over here better. There you go. See, he's got all this counters. I think, how many counters does he have? He can only have 6. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll get change and reorganize that. But like I said, this thing here can't go nowhere until it's transported, so it stays in my domes or dumas or whatever. Be right back. Okay, we're back and we've reorganized. The only one that really organizes number is a yellow player. He got a resource and changed it in for a 10 spot. These guys all don't have enough to make change, so they're maxed out. He's got 6 counters there, 6. Old green ain't got no cash, but he's got room. But these 2 players here are maxed out. Now, like I said, the only one that really has a building to stash anything is green, but he can't even use it because it's ain't even activated yet. So that even if he had spots for his cash, like I said, see if this player here, he can move those coins around to other domes within his that he owns, but he can't move that counter. The counter's got to stay there. So I'm going on 9 minutes. Reorganization has finished. Next phase is display relics, but we have no relics to display yet, so you get victory points for that too. That'll be it for this section. Be done a little bit. Okay, we're back with our next 10-minute increment. We're at display relics. Like I said, nobody's got relics yet. I'll explain how it works. Now, if you have the novice counters with this recruitment phase, you can turn the novices in for 2 coins and turn them into knights. But again, we're not that far yet. So Now we will come to the maintenance phase, and that's where you pay 1 coin per person or knight or seal that's on the board. It's Roman. An initiative order. Yellow don't have one. Blue does. He's got 1 knight, so he'll have to pay 1 coin, and that'll help alleviate some of his full space. Alright, so you can afford to have his knight out there. Number 3 is green. Green don't have anybody roaming around, so he's good. And he ain't got no cash for him anyway, so that's good. Alright, red has number 4. He does. He's got a knight out there. You can see underneath he's got that red knight. So he will be paying 1 coin. Alright. Stack is high. Okay. That is it. Now you retrieve your counters. We're all getting ready to clean up here and get everything ready for it. We'll just do the procedure all over again. Let me see here. Green. Yellow. They can get kind of clustered. You need some big room game. You need a bunch of room for this thing. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and kind of straighten this area on up, get everything straightened up, and kind of anal about that. But after that, we will go to initiative. Now, initiative is chosen this way. Oh, this is a tie, too. Let's read this. If there is a tie for victory points, it is resolved by using the strength value of the knight card. Okay. Green and red. Green has a 1 strength knight card. Red has a 3. So he goes first. Alright. The guy at the very end will have the first initiative. I don't have to change that card because he's already number 1. Number 2 is blue. He's already number 2. Now the highest card will be between these 2 guys here. Green and red. Green had a 3 strength knight, and he has a 1. So I guess four, 3. All right. Yeah, there you go. That's the way it should be now. All right, these guys are tied. He had the higher strength card with a 3, so will go first, and the lower strength guy with the 1 will go last. There you go. After the first round, red and green are tied for first. Blues in second. And old bad luck schmuck yellows in third. Or yeah, tied for third or last. Alright. Like I said, I'm gonna clean up. Then we go back to, I think it's excavations. Missions. Be back.